What's up, guys? It's S Production Games, and this is part 24 of Let's Make a Game in Unity. Yeah, where we left off, we got some things done in the last part, fixing a few issues that we had, and we're gonna continue right now, fixing a little more. Let's play the game real quick. So what we got, not nothing much. Player moving around, play attack. Oh, look at that. First issue. The enemy just threw us in the air. So high, so fast. We need to fix that. So, yeah, he can die, and we have our health and collectibles and attacking. It's going pretty good. Okay, so let's go first to the enemy and remove rigid body, and let's add 50 to the health, and let's try it out. Let's see what he tosses us in the air again. What tosses us in the air is when he's moving towards it, we move towards him. So if there's a collision while we're both moving at each other in that intersection point, he'll toss me in the air, and it stops. Now that should be the end of that. And of course, taking more hits, done deal. Okay, so those two things are knocked out of the way. Today, what we want to add, we're going to add water to the game and probably make this more of a level. So, let's click on this plane, and we're going to drop it down just a bit. Okay, so one thing you're going to need to do is standard assets. If you've already got it, if you're following along, whatever. Go to import package, and it's in environments. And so what we're gonna do first, we're gonna create a new plane. So let's go to game object, 3D object, and we're just gonna create a plane, and we're gonna make this the scale, say 10, the Z 10, and let's bring it down about right here. Let's make the scale 15. That's 5 right there. Okay. Now, next thing we're gonna need to do, let's make sure we name this water. We can call it just water, plain and simple. And layer default water. Okay. Alright, so we get the layer of water and everything. Go to materials. We're gonna create a new material as well. Let's go to create. Material. We're gonna go to shader, FX water. Oh, I picked flare. I'm sorry. FX water, and then hopefully these things are already in your thing, because this is what you're gonna need. We're gonna go select, and you're gonna look for I guess water freshnor. What is it called? Fresh now. Select that. That's for the first one. Next one, texture, we're gonna the bump, normal bump. So we're gonna look for water bump. Got all this stuff here, and you just need water bump. Okay, we got water bump. And next thing, we're reflective. When we look at that sky, we're gonna get a sky. So let's look for one of the sky images that we have here. Seems about right. About that. And on a blue or color. What do you think? Okay. Whatever. That's fine. And did not name the material. Is there a way to name it again? Well, got the name of the new material. Hopefully you guys can name your thing. You know what? I'm just gonna delete this. I don't see a way to name it. Uh-oh. Normal develop. Why is it opening? Cool. I'm not worried about that. Let's just delete this. I'm going to create another. We're gonna do it over again. And make sure I name it water material. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing. FX water. It's gonna be fresh now. Water fresh now. And then normal map. Okay. And then over here we can get the sky. Okay. Done. Done deal. Let's go back to our water and we're gonna keep it the water material. So if I just do that, no, can we do that? Okay, we just gave it water material. Then, okay, the next thing you need to do, if you download the assets, if you went here and import assets, and you got the environment, it should be down here. I download all this other stuff that you don't need. I'm pretty sure once, if you're actually making a game and using these stuff, you're gonna have to delete all those things that you're not using, because especially considering the space it takes. So I'm gonna click on environment, water, scripts. I'm just gonna take water and drag it in water, and I think we are good now. So let's try it out. Okay, looking good, right? Let's walk up to the water. Oh, we're on top of it. Should be a little see-through, huh? Okay, so you know what? To make it, let's go to just for us to go through the water. We're gonna set the thing. I'm probably not doing a good job. Let's go to physics in here. With a dang, we don't have player. Ugh. We're gonna add a layer. We're gonna call it player, and then the player we're gonna have the player layer. Do you want to set that? All right. So we're gonna go to back to where we were. Project settings, physics, and players there now. So water. Yeah, the player in the water cannot. I think this should be good. So it's gonna ignore the physics between player and the water here. So let's test that out. There we go. Now we're completely sunken in the water. Oh yeah, oh yeah. No splash, no ripples, none of that. I ain't figured that out yet. I don't know what I'm doing with that, but does the water look okay? Is it doing the right thing? Seems to me it is. Looks pretty good to me. Although, oh, there we go again. Right now we have that problem. Still haven't fixed it. Is when you're under the object and you jump, it just throws you in the air. I'm gonna work on that. I haven't found a solution to it yet, but yeah. So we'll get that part done. Now, get water in the game. Now let's create new models. So we're gonna actually work on our stage. Alright guys, create the stage, and it's not much. There's a lot of reused things. Something real quick just to get a feel of it. Increase the water and everything. As you can see, add enemies. Bam bam. Bam bam. Collectibles, and just get a little feel. You know, this is kind of like a rough draft. There you go. Bam bam. Bam bam. Bam. This got a capsule. collision, so it kind of crazy here. As you can see, you go through it. But this one, I had a box one to it, but you can go off the edge a little bit and be fine. I'll show you again later. And here's another model. I made this in Blender. Let me go on here with the collectibles here. You know, just getting the feel. You know, it looks pretty good. You know, I like it. I like how things turning out. And this is just a sign showing that our series is almost done. You know, we got so far, so much achieved, and yeah. So this is pretty much it for now. We still got a lot of like menu stuff to work on, pausing the game and everything. That's the next part we're gonna start handling. So yeah, that's what's going on. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next part.